This is just a high-level look at some of the work we've been doing on Switchyard for exposing CDI bean services as over soap endpoints. So providing soap binding on a bean service. So in Switchyard we're using Weld to allow users to build services, but services as POJOs. So bean services. Basically, what you need to do is use the service annotation, and on that you define the actual service interface that's being used. So that basically tells Switchyard how to build metadata for that service and how to expose that service. In this example here, we have just a simple greet service that has a greeting input, which has a person, first name, last name, then a date, and then its output is a simple reply that has a greeting ID and a time on it, and the greeting ID is random at the moment. And then to expose that as a service, basically need to configure a SOAP gateway, and we have a WSDL here for this same service. So if you look at the port and bindings here, we've got the greet operation with the greet input and the greet response output, and you can see the actual types here defined in this schema. So that's the detail, or the WSDL for that's the web service endpoint description, and the SOAP gateway, we have it here defined in a test. So just a simple test that kicks off Weld. So to initialize. So basically what this does is it takes any of your bean services and registers them as Switchyard services, and registers service interface, service metadata about that service, so that you can get at what operations are available on the service, so the runtime can get at what operations are available and the types of inputs and outputs, etc. It also, what we have it doing at the moment is registering transformers. So one of the kind of first-class citizens of Switchyard is the idea of building transformers into the actual exchange mechanism. So as messages are exchanged between, say, the SOAP gateway and this greeting service, that the transformations will happen as part of that exchange. You don't actually need to the gateway or the actual service itself doesn't need to perform the transformations. So a transformer basically defines a from and a to type. So basically when it gets registered with the transform registry, this is the information that's used to look up the transformer runtime. And this from and to type obviously represents the message type that you're transforming from and to. So at the moment we're registering these transformers as well automatically. So in the case of this example, when the SOAP message comes in through the SOAP gateway, one of its responsibilities is to get the WSDL port info and get the service metadata, the Switchyard service metadata info for the target operation on the service, so the greet operation, and basically initialize the exchange with the data types associated with the SOAP message and going in and out, and the actual target service inputs and outputs, so the greet object and the reply, and then these transforms will get applied automatically by the exchange. So here's the service. So if we let's run that for example. So the output you can see in the console here, basically you can see the SOAP request, then the output from our bean service, their greetings from, and then the response. So the Switchyard exchange mechanism took the SOAP message, extracted the information, created the greeting object, made the invocation on the target service, took the reply and transformed it back into a SOAP message, and all the information that triggered that those transformations came from the metadata associated with the service and the data from the WSDL. So it was kind of automatically word together for you. The only thing you needed to do was define the actual transforms. And if you don't define the transforms, you'll get warnings basically that the type transformations for the particular data types are missing and that you need to transform, or you need to implement and provide them. And it'll give you the types that you need that are involved in stuff.